Chapter 5 Suffering Creates Men. From my book, A Message from the Enslaved Ones. Unlike women, most men's sexual market value isn't handed to them. They have to create it. This pain that a man goes through could put him in his prime for longer than a woman. Naturally, a woman can't have kids after age 40. Men, however, can have kids late into life. The thing is, a male will have to endure the suck early on when a woman doesn't have to. If she makes wise choices, she may never have to endure this the suck. I've told my sons they need to work hard when they are young. Not only do they have the energy to do so, but it's worth it in the long run. Lift weights is huge, along with learning skills and game. Learning how to talk to women, being confident, and keeping their attention is very important. Usually, an 18-year-old man doesn't have the same access to girls around his age like he did in high school. This is a shock to him and could be depressing. This is where working out and gaining muscle comes into play. There is a market for strapping young men to older women in their late 30s and 40s. These women should not be looked at as long-term partners. They should be looked at as fun and learning experiences like any woman at this age. This man's age. A young man shouldn't be trying to get tied down to have a relationship or children at this age because he doesn't have doesn't have a pot to piss in yet. He needs to work hard and acquire skills, assets, so he doesn't make the major mistake in having children he can't afford. Game is manipulation tactic, yes, and can be used to harm people. I do not condone this type of behavior. I use it on my bosses, family members, friends, and girls. It's just dumbing myself down to keep somebody's attention. I look at game as almost like humor. Part of the game I play with women is to act extremely misogynistic. I use this with women who aren't extremely uptight and always serious. Women do not want to be asked if you can kiss them. Learn to read their body language. Is she smiling? Is she glancing at your lips? You can usually tell if a woman is into you or not by her energy and vibe. Women love confidence, and most love to be dominated in the bedroom. Well, most of them anyways. I've had a couple that tried to dominate me, and let's just say I never hung out with them again. I like submissive women. You can let her take the lead for brief periods of time, but you go back to showing her who the boss is. I'm not saying being violent. Most women don't like that. I think the ones who have serious emotional problems, I think that the ones who have serious emotional problems, I would be careful around them. Women also love a man's status, whether you are a blue check mark or when people know when you go out to places. Women adore this. They want to feel like they have their sexual market value they can get. Women nowadays are so into trying to impress others. The thing is, it is getting harder and harder to impress women nowadays. It is getting harder to compete with their phone. They get validation from men, free meals, best listeners, and the bad boys that will fulfill their sexual desires. I think that I think this and low testosterone is why we are seeing so many young men saying screw it. It is just not worth it. Why work so hard for a woman who has been with so many sexual partners? I can't impress. I don't really care. And I don't really care about me for who I am. And don't really care about who I can't read. And don't really care about me for who I am. To be honest, I can't blame them. You only have one life. Why work a job you hate with a bunch of hours for a woman who could leave you and just because she's bored? Why not just do what makes you happy? I was raised with this woman who loves nice guys garbage. Of course they do, because you can be their friend. Most men only talk to women because they want sex or potential future relationship with this woman. However, women are wired differently. They are fine with having a ton of different friends because they're mostly social creatures, and that is why they naturally like having babies. I'm not saying women like to be treated like extreme crap, but what I'm saying is if you are too afraid to have a backbone, they will not respect you. That means they will not be sexually attracted to you. If you end up in the friend zone, I would just move on. If she tries to continue the relationship, I would tell her how you feel. And if she doesn't feel the same, move on. Or you can just be savvy and use that friend zone for your benefit, like I have in the past. Women like men who have women around them. It tells them that he must not be a weirdo creep. One time I was at this party. I got really drunk. I was hitting on this girl and doing really well. Then I told her to sit on my lap. She got really turned off, and the next day I was like, "Damn, I was an idiot." A couple weeks later, she hit me up. Why did she hit me up? Turns out she saw one of my social media friends with someone, her friend, that she was friends with, and she respected me. Guess what? I got another chance. And we developed a cool friendship / sex buddy relationship at the time. She wanted more, but was a single mom with kids, and then I didn't want to be a part of that. I am definitely ahead of the curve in this aspect. I think in the future, women will get very desperate for male attention. It is best to develop a rocking body, live minimally as possible to avoid wasting your time paying taxes. Being completely independent. Developing really cool hobbies and game will make you very interesting. Just become as attractive as you can for women. I think women in the future will have a lot of money, but they will lack male companionship. Robots will not work on women like they do men. You can use this for your benefit. Let them pay for your extras. Let them pay for the dates or trips. You're providing a ton when it comes down to entertainment and security. Would a woman rather go alone to another country or with an awesome ripped man who can protect her? If women want to work, let them pay the high taxes. At some point, women will look past how much money a man makes and what he does for a living if this society continues. It would be great if things were how they used to be, but they aren't. So why not try to hedge your bets in your favor as much as possible with your sexual market value, just like women have done against men. Just like women have always done against men, all is fair in love and war.